Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yo, it's Marky Walker back from Boston with another review, but this time we're going back in time. We're going back in time a little bit, man. We're going back to review Lloyd Banks' classic album, The Hunger for More. If you don't think it's a classic, you don't have to fight me now. You fight me later in the comments. Go down in the comments and, you know what I'm saying, spread your love, you know what I'm saying? But listen, Lloyd Banks' first album that came out, I don't care what nobody say, was a classic. Now, prior to this, and Lloyd, let me just go a little back. Lloyd Banks' Hunger for More, 14 tracks, released on June 29th, 2004, about 55 minutes, 37 seconds. Listen. These beats, these rhymes are insane, impeccable, whatever you want to call it. It was just his moment. Now listen, prior to this, y'all know he was the mixtape king. I don't care what nobody say. There's a couple mixtape kings out there. Lloyd Banks is one of them. Lil Wayne's one of them. Fabulous is one of them. Some might say, who had a run before? There's a couple other people that have runs, you know what I'm saying? I might remember them, you know what I'm saying, while we're going through this. But look, right now, we're going to go through this album. And if y'all haven't heard the album yet, please listen to it and then come back to this review. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share, comment. All that's free. Hook a brother up, man. You know what I'm saying? So do all that, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Let's spread the love, man. This is hip-hop. Hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Like I said, 14 tracks. I think it's been a while. Like I said, a lot of people like say, oh, man, Marky be like saying classics or like, when you first come out, you say, talk about classics. Listen, to each his ear, you know what I'm saying? But this has some time. Like I said, 1994. Let's start it off with a quote. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Banks. And I don't know where this quote came from, because like I was trying to find where the quote came from, but basically he was describing the title, you know, Hunger for More, The Hunger for More. He goes, when I say the hunger for more, it could be referring to success, it could be more money, more respect, more power, more understanding. All those things lead up to that hunger for more. Because my more isn't everything else is more. If y'all understand that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different more. Everybody got different dreams and ambitions. You know what I'm saying? He goes, continue. I feel like I made it already. Because I got already what everybody on the corners of the neighborhood I grew up on is striving for. And this is basically, this goes back to like, you know what I'm saying, the block. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the projects too, so everybody craved to have an NBA contract. Everybody craved to have a rap contract. At least make $1 million. That was the biggest thing. Make $1 million. Nowadays, I heard $1 million ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody wants to make their first million, of course. But when you get that first million, I heard it ain't that much, man. You got to keep making more millions. You know what I'm saying? So, you start getting addicted and start making more money. And that's the whole thing of it anyway. Make as much money as you can. Get that wealth from your family. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this album, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, listen, I give you a little backtrack or something. Let's get a little history. Before Lloyd Banks, of course, 50 Cent had a, you know what I'm saying, a rising career. He was going bananas. Everybody's going crazy in the streets. He had the mixtapes brewing. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, people were like, yo, 50 Cent gotta come out. So he comes out with, you know, Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what I'm saying? But prior to that, he had like the mixtape scene going crazy. DJ Whoo Kid or whoever was doing the mixtapes, other people doing them too. They were like hot. 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo were the original G-Unit members. And they were hot, man. They were hot on the scene. 50 Cent comes up with Get Rich or Die Trying. Classic. You know what I'm saying? I gotta review that. Classic album. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Didn't disappoint nobody. It was good. Then people like, yo, you following up with that? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Then he puts out Beg for Mercy, which is a group album. He put the group album out. And it was supposed to be Banks, 50, and Yayo. But Yayo ended up getting locked up. Man, Yayo, dog. It's like, every time I think of Yayo, I do the Yayo dance, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he gets locked up. They replace him with Southern Draw. What's his name? Not Tony. I'm about to say Tony Yayo again. What's his name? Yeah, I'm just messing up. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like the dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect to Young Buck. I really didn't like Young Buck. When they stuck him in there. Listen, they stuck him in there. And he bring a little flavor, a little down south flavor, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had some controversy with, I think, Baby in him. I think he was signing Baby in him at first. I think 50 snatched him up or something happened. There's some, a lot of history in that. But then, you know what I'm saying? They put him in a group. They put Young Buck in a group. Okay, whatever. He comes out on this group album. Believe it or not, the beats are so dope. I kind of overlooked Tony Yayo. I mean, no, not Tony Yayo. Young Buck's kind of performance. And I ain't gonna lie, Young Buck was never my favorite. He was never like somebody I was like, oh, I gotta hear Young Buck's verse. I don't think anybody was looking for Young Buck's verse unless it was like somebody down south. I mean, no disrespect to down south rap. I love down south rap. I like Scarface. You know what I'm saying? I like the Ghetto Boys. I liked it what was down there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bun B. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes like down there, you know what I'm saying? I like down south hip hop too, you know what I'm saying? Outkast, you know what I'm saying? Or just like, groups, whatever. Danja family, whoever, right? So I don't discriminate. I like every coast. If you dope, I'll listen to you. So straight up. So basically he joins the group. The album's not a flop, it's dope, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody's still going, yo, when 50 gonna drop that second LP? Nope, 50 didn't even do that. 50 throws out the Lloyd Banks album, which is this one. So people were like, oh no, what's going on? The hunger for more, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And eventually, when they heard the album, they already knew about Banks. But they just thought he was a mixtape king. They just thought he was all mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? I think he even applied him on his mixtapes. They was touring off mixtapes, dog. They was touring off mixtapes. They didn't even have no albums, though. They was touring off mixtapes before 50 even dropped something. You know what I'm saying? And then when 50 dropped something, I think 50 and Snoop was on tour, and G-Unit was on tour with them. And they was doing verses off the mixtapes. Getting money. You know what I'm saying? So Lloyd Banks puts this out. Listen. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, this is dope. They had the dopest producers, dopest beats. And Banks, come on, man. Banks, if you deny Banks' lyrical ability back in the day, and to this day, Banks still got lyrics. Banks got mixtapes for days. Bars for days. You know what I'm saying? So basically that happened. You know what I mean? Then he started putting out other albums, whatever. Eventually, 50 got back on track, put out some of his albums. But anyway, let's break down this album. Like I said, it's 14 tracks. Let's get into it, you know what I'm saying? First track is called Ain't No Click. Ain't no click like the one yo, gotta listen to this album. It's catchy. Choruses are catchy. Beats are catchy. And then the verses. Banks is a lyrical genius. He was like the heavyweight lyrical genius. I think physically, when they was beefing with Irv Gotti and what's it called? What was that record label called, Lord? Irv Gotti and them and Jeruz and them. Yo, listen. I think, matter of fact, Murder Inc. That's what it was. When G-Unit and 50 Cent was going against Murder Inc., I think Lloyd Banks alone in his lyrics and his verses brought that group down. Brought all them dudes down. He brought, matter of fact, should I do a flashback of all these names that he crushed, man? He crushed a lot of people, man. He crushed a lot of people. He crushed, let me get a little name. Let me get a little namesake for y'all. Of course, he crushed Irv Gotti. He's ruining these careers, man. 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks alone was ruining these dudes' careers. And 50 Cent was the #1 supporter of Lloyd Banks. He's like, every time Lloyd Banks would say something on something, you hear 50 Cent, yo, yeah, going crazy, you know what I'm saying? But going bananas and shit. So, listen, I might be the second Lloyd Banks fan back in the day, dog, because like 50 Cent was his #1 fan, straight up. So, listen. he had bars for days. And you know, one of the craziest bars he said was about Ashanti. He goes, "Your top seller getting stick for his shine. Either I'm blind or Ashanti's sideburns is thicker than mine." Come on. Banks. Listen, that's just one verse. Listen, y'all gotta go listen to Banks mixtapes, and then y'all gotta listen to this album right here. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Start listening to the mixtapes first, the old school joints before this. You know what I'm saying? So he was dissing. He was dissing Ashanti. He took down Ashanti. He took down, even though he shouldn't. Nobody was off limits. They'll say he took the girl out too. Jeruz, Irv Gotti, Cadillac Taj, whatever his name was. Vita, Black Child, and there was more. It was like others, like, you know what I'm saying? I think Lloyd, the singer, was on it, but I don't think he came out Lloyd. I don't think he came out. Let's break down this. Let's break down the album. Let's break down the cuts. First one, like I said, was Ain't No Click. So it comes to Ain't No Click. Yo, dope, man. Banks came in straight out the gate, ripping people, dog. Illin', dog. And this song right here, the first song, produced by Havoc from Mobb Deep, of course, and R.I.P. Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, listen, Havoc, one beat on here. Oh man, Havoc about to do an album with Method Man. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that. I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Havoc killed this beat. That's R.I.P. to Prodigy. Prodigy's on the next album, actually, after this one. And after Lloyd Banks' second album, I believe. It's on the second one or the third one, I think. But anyway, it was all cool. And y'all know, like, 50 signed Mobb Deep at one time. So I think he gave both of them $1 million. So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But go check out, speaking of Lloyd Banks and Havoc, go check out the new Conway the Machines album. It's called From King to God. And they got a track on it called Juvenile Hell. It's produced by Havoc. And they got Banks on it. And they got Flea Lord on it. And they got Havoc on the hook. And he does the beat. So go check that out. So if y'all doubting Lloyd Banks' ability still, stop it. Stop it. Because he still got it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first joint. Ain't No Click. Then he comes off with Playboy. This was actually, who produced? Let me say who's produced that one. This, like I said, Havoc. I'm sorry, Havoc produced that one. Second track, Playboy, produced by Ron Browz, B-R-O-W-Z. I should always think it was Ron Browns, but it was Ron Browz. He was in this bag, and you got DJ Whoo Kid all on the track, doing it, making it sound of, DJ Whoo Kid, making sounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. This was like when he was. This is probably where he got the nickname Blue Hefner, man. He was talking about the Playboy mansion. He was talking, not that Playboy man, he was just talking about his Playboy status. Like, he's the man, you know what I'm saying, with the ladies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm pretty sure that's where Blue Hefner came from. Hugh Hefner, Blue Hefner. Used to call himself Blue. All rappers got, like, 20 nicknames, you know what I'm saying? And Banks had a couple, you know what I'm saying? Third track, Warrior. Oh, come on, man. One of the singles, Warrior. This was the joint too, man. This is one of the top singles. Producer Thayod, I think Thayod. I don't know, Thayod. I don't know, man. I can't even pronounce his name. It's Thayod. My bad, King. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Thayod, Ausar. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know you like that, dog. But this beat was dope. You know what I'm saying? Warrior. I'm pretty sure you did other beats, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't really know you like that. But this beat was dope. This beat right here, this beat was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And Banks goes in. It's one of the singles, you know what I'm saying, from the album. And then, next song, On Fire. Come on. On Fire, up in here, it's burning hot. On fire. Come on, the video was dope. Ladies in the video, they on top of like some New York high-rise. In the jacuzzi, chicks everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? Banks is just chilling in this leather chains, you know what I'm saying? Bedazzling nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's just like chilling, going to floor to floor. Because every floor is a party. Different type of party. I'm like, this is crazy. This is when they was in the bag. I'm telling you, On Fire is crazy. One of the hardest singles out back then, and still one of the hardest singles right now. You can listen to that now. You can listen to this whole album right now. From beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to end. Listen, Banks, nigga. these record sales equal more back rubs. Not to mention I bought a pack of clubs. His impact about as raw as crack was. Now all these new artists getting wrong deals. I'm only 21 sitting on mills. I'm on fire. Up in here, it's burning hot. I'm on fire. Yo, Bank. Dog, this album's crazy, dog. Alright, so next track. I Get High. This is funny because 50 Cent's on this track. And I think he's singing the chorus too. He's on the chorus. First of all, y'all know, if y'all know 50, 50's clean. You don't smoke, you don't drink, you know what I'm saying? But he sell liquor and he rap on songs that got to do with weed. I don't know. Whatever. 50's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He just jumping on hot tracks. Because I heard 50 Cent picked all these tracks. I heard Banks was on tour with them while he was writing this whole album with the 50s tour. It was the 50 tour, Snoop tour, or whatever, right? And he was writing the album. You know what I'm saying? On the tour bus and shit. So he's writing this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find his groove. He did about 50 tracks and 50 picked 14. And these are the 15 he picked. And of course 50 on like 2 or 3 tracks. So you know you're gonna pick those, right? So but the album's dope. Like 50 Cent does have a good ear for music. I gotta give him that. So nobody can deny that. This was produced by Hi-Tek. Yo, y'all gotta know Hi-Tek. You know what I'm saying? Legendary producer. You know what I'm saying? Down with Talib, Khalid. That's Khalid, but whatever his name. You know what I'm saying? They did most of the firework together, but Hi-Tek's been around, man. He's been doing, you know what I'm saying, joints for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? Fire producer. You know what I'm saying? Still doing stuff too. You know what I'm saying? This was with Snoop, 50 Cent. Basically about smoking weed. I Get Hot. What else is it gonna be about, goddammit? It's about smoking some weed. They chilling. You know what I'm saying? Next track, I'm So Fly. Now I think this was a single too, I believe. This was by Timberland. Timberland had a little help by this is Danja. I think a producer named Danja, D-A-N-J-A. But I'm pretty sure Timberland controlled it. You know what I'm saying? His name's first, so you know Timberland, you know what I'm saying, sparked the track. I'm So Fly was one of my favorite joints. Hey, yo, listen. This whole friggin' album is pretty much asterisk. When I say asterisk, it's like in my rotation. I can play it all day. Actually, all the old school stuff I review, I got a file on Tidal too for classics. For classics. So basically, most of this whole album's in that classic folder right there. You know what I'm saying? This was produced by, like I said, Timberland, Danja. Yo, Banks' lyrics are just so crazy. I mean, you know I can't rap. You know, I gotta pay me not to rap. But you listen, I'm gonna stop quote. I gotta quote Banks. I love Banks, dog. Banks is one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? He's already on the Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Fab's on the Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? K-Rush is on the Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? There's like mad people on the Mount Rushmore. So when I name my top 5, top 10, top 25 at the end of the year, they might be on it, but they might be higher. They might not be like in my top 10 or top 5. People go, oh, why so-and-so? Because like this rappers now that's crushing dudes right now. You know what I'm saying? There's mad rappers right now that's crushing rappers. You know what I'm saying? And even if they was out relevant, because like Banks is relevant, you know what I'm saying? Because he's about to put up something out. I don't know if he's going to put something out this year. Fab's relevant. He's putting his music out. But if their newest stuff ain't as good as so-and-so's new album, whatever it is, or whatever projects they've been putting out this year, they're going to take them back. But these same rappers they on Mount Rushmore, so they already good. They already locked in. They locked in. Banks is locked in. I'm So Fly. He goes, Banks is so fresh out the gutter. Too smooth, stutter. The stutter. The cig with melt. The cig will melt a brother like two scoops of butter. You know I can't rap. Before I leave the crib, I tell my mother I love her. Grab the burner, but she ain't concerned because he's an earner. Yo, Bank. Yo, dog. Y'all gotta listen to this. Y'all better listen to this album, dog. Stop playing. Next track is Magic Work. This is produced by Scram Jones. There's a lot of producers on here, you know what I'm saying? Scram Jones jumped on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Another headbanger, you know what I mean? You're gonna be bobbing your head, you know what I mean? In the beat, in the car, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? This track got Young Buck on it, but I ain't gonna listen. I told you in the beginning, I'm not a Young Buck fan. I skipped the Young Buck's part, but I still give this track like as a dope track. It's still highlighted, you know what I'm saying? Like the beat's dope, Lloyd Banks is dope on it. Just not a Bucks fan. Sorry, man. Sorry, not a Bucks fan. Sorry, Buck, if you watching it, you know what I'm saying? Or listen to the or watch it or like reading the review. Buck like, oh, Buck. You get all mad. You might get mad. But next one's if you so gangsta. Oh man. What? This dude was like, why you tuck your chain in when you walk in the club? Yo, gangsta. Why you? It's so gangsta. Like, yo, listen. This whole album is like melodic. Got some melodies in it. The hooks are dope. You can't deny this album. I'm sorry, man. If you think it's not a classic, please put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And put it in the comments in my blog or put it in the comments on YouTube or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Let's discuss it, man. This is what hip hop's about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got different opinions. Everybody might think this is a classic, this is not a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't think the Chronic's a classic. People go, oh, Chronic's a classic, and they don't want to fight somebody. But a lot of people don't think it's a classic. You know what I'm saying? So it's to each his own, and like, if the majority of the world probably thinks it's a classic, yeah, it probably is. But this one right here, I never really heard no bad reviews from this one. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you so gangster, boom. That was produced by Shaw Money XL. Y'all remember him? And he had a little help from Chad Beat. Chad Beat. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of Chad Beat, but I guess he's down with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if Warrior 1, the Warrior song wasn't enough, Warrior Part 2, Eminem takes it. Eminem, I don't know if y'all know, Eminem produces. You know what I'm saying? And he produced heavy on this one. I think he produced 3 tracks on this one. This is the first track he produced, like, you know what I'm saying, down the line. And, man, this beat is ridiculous. And this one, I think this one he produced with another person. Did he produce this one with another person? Let's see. What Eminem was remixed. He remixed it, blah, blah. And this got 50 Cent on it. And it got the Hook Master, RIP to Nate Dogg. This got Nate Dogg on it. You know what I'm saying? RIP. You know Nate Dogg was the Hook Master, dog. Nate Dogg was the Hook Master, dog. You know what I'm saying? So Warrior Part 2 actually got, yeah. And this was produced by Eminem. Okay, Eminem was on it, kind of. 50 Cent and Nate Dogg, produced by Eminem. Yo, next joint. Whoo! Next joint, I think this was his top single, Karma, featuring Avant the singer. Yo, this is still on the radio. This song's still on the radio. Karma, still on the radio. It's a love song, you know what I'm saying? It's a song that, you know what I'm saying, you pull up to the girl, you try to get the number, you try to tell her, you know, your dude's a clown, come with me type of song, you know what I'm saying? So Banks was in his bag on this one. And yo, it still plays. Everybody still listen. Everybody's still rocking this song. Everybody's still rocking this song. Stop playing. Y'all know about Karma. Y'all know about Karma. Dope song. Dope song. And then next joint is When the Chips Are Down. This one's produced by Shy Money XL. Again, he returns. But he returns with another producer called Black, I think Jeruz? Black Jeruz. Jeruz. They get in that bag again, once again, another head nodder, you know what I'm saying? And the Game's featured on this. The Game, you know the Game. The Game came, you know, listen, the Game was down with G-Unit for a while, but it was like it was forced. It was forced on 50, because, I don't know if y'all know the story, but basically, the Game was down with Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, and I say Dr. Dre didn't know, listen, matter of fact, I'm going to say Dr. Dre didn't know what to do with a lot of artists, because he didn't know what to do with Rakim. He didn't know what to do with Eve. Dr. Dre had to, like, he was just taking on too much responsibility. I don't know what he was doing. But, so he had the Game. Oh, I don't know what to do with him. Oh, 50 Cent, so let me give him the 50 Cent. So 50 Cent took him, started, you know, put him in the G Unit, you know what I'm saying? And then he started, so basically he had now East Coast dudes, two East Coast dudes, him and Banks. And then he had Young Buck down south, and then he had a West Coast dude. So it was like kind of like a perfect formula. So he was like creating like some magic, you know what I'm saying? It's probably something that's never been done, I don't think. If that's been done, y'all tell me in the comments and shit. I don't remember that anybody putting together like a super group of every coast. But it worked out for a while, but then they had beef and it was all, you know, blah blah. I'm not gonna talk about all that, but you know what I'm saying? But the Game's dope. I like the Game. He got a couple classic albums I got to review. You know what I'm saying? I like the Game. You know what I'm saying? So he's on here. This was a hardcore beat, man. This was a good beat, man. This was a good. This was like, this took you back to the hood. You listen to this stuff, you just listen to both of these MCs, you're like, you could be in the suburbs, but you close your eyes, you're like, oh shoot, you gotta open them up quick, because you think somebody about to rob your ass, you know what I'm saying? Somebody about to rob you in the hood, dog. But that song takes you there, you know what I'm saying? Next song, To the End, Eminem is back in his bag with the beats. Now, To the End, oh my God, this beat was more like a sinister, grimy, more introspective beat, you know what I'm saying? It was a hard song. And then it came with hard lyrics, like Banks went in his Banks went in deep on this song, man. Y'all gotta listen to, yo, I'm telling you. And Nate Dogg's on this too on the hook. Like again, RIP again to Nate Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Nate Dogg, yo, y'all better go listen to Nate Dogg too, you know what I'm saying? Nate Dogg has some classics. Next song is Die One Day. This is the second to last song. This one was alright, you know what I'm saying? I like this song, but it wasn't one of my favorites. Banks saves the song by like his lyrics, his lyrical content. Banks just dope, you know what I'm saying? Banks just his lyrical content, but the song, the beat was, who's the beat produced by? Baby Grand? Never heard of Baby Grand, but Baby Grand, I don't know if he was down with the group or whatever. He did the beat. It was alright. You know what I'm saying? Banks kind of saved it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Doing his bars, whatever, but there's something I could skip, you know what I'm saying? And yes, you can skip one song on a classic, because everything else is dope. Yes, you can skip one song, so relax, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nori. Yo, Southside Story was the last joint produced by the Diaz brothers. I remember the Diaz brothers, you know what I'm saying? Great song to end the joint, you know what I'm saying? This is talking about Southside, of course, Southside of New York where he grew up, you know what I'm saying? And he just talked about growing up, you know, not trusting people, stuff like that, man. Yo, listen, this album gets a classic, man. This album, listen, 5 mics. I'm giving it 5. Why this thing ain't working? My damn mouse. I'm giving this album 5 mics, you know what I'm saying, out of 5. Like I said, 14 tracks, 13, boom, I'm listening to. Out of the 13, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in rotation from the old school list. So 10 out of the 14, I'm always constantly banging. And then the rest I'm listening to, no matter what, if they come on from, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm only gonna skip that probably number 13, Die One Day. It's alright, you know what I'm saying? Baby Grand, you did alright, you know what I'm saying? But it's not one of my favorite tracks on here. But listen, you still have a classic with like one or two tracks that's kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is a good album. Like I said, Banks, I can't wait to hear your new stuff. Your verse on the Conway album was dope. You know what I'm saying? You got people fiending out here. I'm out here fiending. I need some Banks. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you come back strong. You show these rappers what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for a lot of comebacks. I'm ready for Lloyd Banks. Drew Santana just got out, so I'm ready for him. Ready for anybody, man. Anybody that people doubt. People doubt the old school rappers. Listen, if you still got bars, Rakim still got bars. It's mad people that still got bars, man. And they still coming out, man. They doing stuff. So look them up. Look up your old school artists. You'll be surprised that they just put out an album in 2020 or at least 2019. Coogee Rap, he's still rapping. You know what I'm saying? There's still people out there rapping. KRS still rapping. There's mad people still rapping. So go check these dudes out. No one's washed. Y'all don't be saying, oh, these country singers are washed. And they be 89 years old, still putting out hits and everybody listening to them. #1 hits. So, yo, I don't want to hear that rap got an age limit. There's no age limit. If you got hot music, some rappers can't rap no more. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they lost the passion. I don't know what it is, but some people just can't rap no more. But listen, Banks is not that one of those rappers. He's an exception. He's an exceptional rapper. He got balls. He's still passionate about hip-hop. So shout out to Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for this classic album. You know I got your back. I got my ears to the street. I'm listening for your new stuff. And you know I'm reviewing it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Boston. Shout out to everybody that supports me. Shout out to people that like the video. Shout out to people that share the video. Shout out to people that comment on the video. Shout out to people that do just support me in general and help me out. You know what I'm saying? So, one love. Coming from Boston. Beantown. Classic review. Beantown. Stop playing. One love. Support if you can. Support the brother.